Have you ever sat down to study only to find your mind wandering every few minutes?
You check your phone, you think about what you'll eat for dinner, you remember a conversation from yesterday. Anything except the material in front of you.
Here's the truth. Your brain isn't broken. It's just not programmed correctly. Today, I'm going to show you the actual neuroscience behind focus and concentration. This isn't motivational fluff. These are scientifically proven methods used by top performers, elite students, and researchers worldwide. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to lock your brain into any task and achieve what scientists call deep work or flow state. Let's dive into your brain. Your brain has two competing attention systems, and understanding them is the first step to mastering focus.
The first is called the Default Mode Network, or DMN. This is your brain's daydreaming mode. It activates when you're not focused on anything specific. It's responsible for mind wandering, thinking about the past and future, and self-reflection. While this network is useful for creativity and problem solving, it's your enemy when you need to concentrate. This is the network that makes you check your phone, think about lunch, or remember embarrassing moments from 5 years ago, right in the middle of studying.
The second system is called the Task Positive Network, or TPN. This is your focus mode. It activates when you're concentrating on external tasks. This network involves your prefrontal cortex. Think of it as the CEO of your brain, and your parietal cortex, which helps direct your attention like a spotlight. Now here's the key insight that changes everything. These two networks cannot be active at the same time. They're like a seesaw. When one is up, the other is down. They literally suppress each other's activity. The problem? Your default mode network is like a loud party neighbor. It's constantly trying to interrupt and grab your attention. Every notification, every random thought, every distraction is your DMN trying to take over from your TPN.
And here's something most students don't know. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that controls focus, is literally like a muscle. It gets tired with use, and it gets stronger with training. This region is responsible for blocking distractions, maintaining working memory, making decisions, and controlling impulses. Studies show that the prefrontal cortex doesn't fully develop until age 25, which is why focus can be especially challenging for students. But here's the good news. You can train it to become stronger, faster than any other part of your brain. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Now let's talk about the fuel that powers your brain. Understanding these chemicals is like understanding the fuel that powers your car's engine. The first and most important chemical is dopamine. You've probably heard of it, but most people misunderstand what it does. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure. It's about motivation and attention. When dopamine levels are optimal, you feel motivated, focused, and mentally sharp. Your brain is ready to tackle challenges. But here's the problem. Modern life has hijacked your dopamine system. Social media, video games, junk food, and endless entertainment give you massive dopamine spikes. This makes studying, which is a relatively low dopamine activity, feel incredibly boring in comparison. Research from Stanford University shows that dopamine is released not just when you achieve a goal, but in anticipation of achieving it. This is why breaking your study session into smaller milestones with many rewards keeps you focused.
So here's what you do. Use the dopamine baseline reset. Take a 24-hour break from high dopamine activities before an important study session. No phone scrolling, no video games, no sugar rushes. Then, create micro goals. Instead of saying, "I'll finish this chapter," say, "I'll focus for 25 minutes." Your brain releases dopamine when you hit that goal, which motivates you to continue.
The second chemical is norepinephrine. This is your brain's wake-up call. It increases alertness, arousal, and attention.
Too little and you're drowsy. Too much and you're anxious. Studies show that physical movement increases norepinephrine levels. This is why walking or light exercise before studying improves focus. Even cold exposure triggers norepinephrine release.
The third chemical is acetylcholine. This is crucial for focus and forming new memories. It's released when you're paying close attention and encoding new information. Research from MIT shows that acetylcholine levels spike during periods of focused attention and are essential for neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form new connections and learn new information. Sleep deprivation absolutely destroys your acetylcholine levels. This is why cramming all night before an exam is one of the worst strategies possible.
The fourth chemical is cortisol. Now, cortisol gets a bad reputation, but moderate levels actually improve focus and memory. It's the chronic elevation that's the problem. Studies from Yale University show that chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated, which actually shrinks your prefrontal cortex over time. This makes focus even harder and creates a vicious cycle. The key is to use stress strategically. A little pressure before a study session can sharpen your focus, but constant panic and anxiety will destroy your ability to concentrate. Use deep breathing exercises to manage cortisol. Take regular breaks. Don't study in a constant state of emergency. Your brain needs both intensity and recovery.
Now let's destroy the biggest myth about studying, multitasking. Here's the truth. Multitasking doesn't exist. At least not in the way you think it does. When you think you're multitasking, you're actually task switching, rapidly shifting your attention between tasks. And the research on this is absolutely clear and devastating. University of California research found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. 23 minutes! Think about that. Every time you check your phone while studying, you're not losing 30 seconds, you're losing 23 minutes of peak cognitive performance. Studies show multitasking reduces productivity by 40%. Your IQ temporarily drops by 10 points when multitasking. That's equivalent to missing a full night's sleep. So what do? Simple. Put the phone in another room, not face down on your desk, not in your pocket. In another room. Your brain knows it's there, and even having it nearby reduces your cognitive capacity. Research proves this. The mere presence of your phone, even when it's off, degrades your focus. Now, your brain also operates in natural cycles called ultradian rhythms. These are 90 to 120-minute cycles where you move from high alertness to low alertness. Research shows that elite performers, musicians, athletes, programmers naturally work in focused blocks of 90 minutes or less, followed by rest periods. This is why the Pomodoro technique works so well. 25 minutes of intense focus, 5-minute break, repeat 4 times, then take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. This aligns with your brain's natural attention span and prevents mental fatigue from building up. You're working with your biology, not against it. All right, now let's get into the practical strategies. These are the exact techniques that will transform your focus from average to exceptional. The first technique is called the focus ritual. This is based on classical conditioning, the same principle that made Pavlov's dog salivate when they heard a bell. You can train your brain to enter focus mode on command. Here's how you build it. Choose a specific location for focused work. Not your bed, not the couch, a dedicated space. Then perform the same sequence every single time before you start. Play specific music. Light a candle. Take 3 deep breaths. Whatever ritual you choose, keep it consistent. Repeat this ritual for 2 to 3 weeks. Your brain will begin to automatically shift into focus mode when you perform this ritual. It's like flipping a switch. Professional athletes use this exact technique. Michael Phelps had a pre-race ritual that triggered his focus state every single time. You can do the same thing for studying. The second technique is environmental design. Princeton University research shows that physical clutter competes for your attention and reduces cognitive performance. Remove everything from your desk except what you're working on. Create a visual field that supports focus, not distraction. Use bright, blue-enriched light during focus sessions. This mimics morning sunlight and increases alertness.
The third technique is the 5-minute rule. This overcomes what scientists call task initiation resistance. The hardest part of any task is starting. Your brain perceives effort as pain, so it resists beginning difficult tasks. So here's what you do. Tell yourself you'll work for just 5 minutes. That's it. No commitment beyond 5 minutes. What happens? Studies show that 80% of the time, once you start, you'll continue well past 5 minutes. The act of starting reduces the perceived difficulty of the task. The fourth technique is attention residue management. When you switch tasks, part of your attention remains stuck on the previous task. This residue impairs your performance. So before starting focused work, spend 2 minutes writing down everything on your mind. Brain dump it onto paper. Clear the mental cache. If something is nagging you, reply to an email, make a phone call, either do it first or schedule it specifically. Don't let it leak into your focus time. And finally, use caffeine strategically. Wait 90 to 120 minutes after waking before consuming it. Consume it 20 to 30 minutes before your focus session. Avoid it 8 to 10 hours before sleep. Caffeine is a tool. Use it wisely. Now here's what most people don't understand about focus. It's not a fixed trait. It's a skill you build over time. Just like physical training, focus improves with consistent practice. Your brain physically changes. New neural connections form. Your prefrontal cortex literally grows denser and stronger. Start with 15-minute focus blocks in week 1. Use a timer. Eliminate all distractions. Track your progress daily. Notice when your mind wanders and gently bring it back. This awareness is crucial. Every time you catch your mind wandering and redirect it, you're doing a mental rep. You're strengthening your focus muscle. By week 3 and 4, extend to 25-minute blocks, the Pomodoro standard. Practice catching your mind when it wanders. This is mental weightlifting. By week 5 and 6, aim for 45 to 60-minute blocks. Incorporate strategic breaks. Your focus capacity should noticeably improve. And here's a bonus technique that accelerates everything: meditation. Harvard research shows that just 8 weeks of meditation practice increases gray matter density in the prefrontal cortex, decreases activity in the default mode network, and improves attention span by up to 50%. You don't need to become a monk. Just 10 minutes daily of focused attention meditation is enough. So here's what we've learned. Your brain is an incredible machine, but it needs to be operated correctly. Focus isn't about willpower. It's about understanding the neuroscience and applying proven techniques. Understand your brain's competing attention systems. Optimize your neurochemistry. Work with your natural attention cycles. Build focus rituals. Train your focus like a muscle over time. The difference between average students and exceptional students isn't intelligence. It's the ability to lock their brains into deep, sustained focus. You now have the knowledge. The science is proven. The techniques work. The question is, will you apply them? Remember, every hour of deep, focused work is worth 3 to 4 hours of distracted study. Master your focus, and you don't just become a better student. You gain a superpower that will serve you for life. Start today. Start with 15 minutes. Build from there. Your focused future is waiting.